What up, folks? I'm Ultrazilla, and this is the Ultra Z News Weekend Update. The only toy news not for views, but for all of yous. That's right, my zillions. We got a lot to talk about because not only was the week full of awesome toy news, but this weekend was Winter Wonderfest in Japan. So you know we got a bunch of stuff to talk about from there. Kaiju, robots, Figmas, Nendoroids, all that good stuff. We're going to talk about it, sort of all, you know. With Wonderfest, whether it's the fall, whether it's the winter, it's really hard to talk about everything because it's hard to decipher what some things are. Like, there's a lot of kits that go on there, like one-off kits, so obviously we're not going to talk about everything, but there's a lot of cool stuff to talk about for sure, and we're going to cover a whole bunch of it. And like I said, there was a lot of awesome toy news that came out this week as well. So without any further ado, let's get to the news. And let's kick things off with X Plus at Wonderfest, and they got some Godzilla -1 coming out with what looks like two different versions of the big guy in a regular form and then a lit up scales form. It could be a Rick version, I'm not 100% sure yet. But it looks very, very cool nonetheless. I mean, look at it. It's X Plus. They're doing Godzilla -1. Of course, it's going to be awesome. Yeah, it is. Both of these look awesome. I mean, the lit up scales is particularly fetching. And then there's a D4 reel coming as well. A little Train Biter D4 reel, which looks pretty phenomenal as well. X Plus is also doing a bag-in. That's right, they're jumping on the bag-in wagon, and it looks very nice too. You know, we're gonna definitely need an SH Monster Arts of this. The interest is there right now for bag-in. I didn't even get the movie Monster series. Oh well, but still, very, very cool. Let's move on to Flame Toys, and their Kari line is continuing with this awesome Ultra Magnus. This is their high-end line. They're also doing a Starscream in the line, and both of these look phenomenal. But also in the line, a Tenga Topa Gurren Lagann, as well as a Lazen. So you got a nice range of robots coming from Flame Toys. But let's move on to GOODSMILE, who always has a huge showing, and here we have their Figma Gridman universe. Man, I've yet to see this anime. What is the holdup on an official release here in North America? I really want to see it because I really want this figure. There's also a special Rika from the anime, but I'm not exactly sure what line this is in. It's not a Figma, so it's pretty interesting. Also from Figma, the Tears of the Kingdom, Link has a nice color shot, and now they've announced Ganondorf, oh my gosh, as well as Zelda herself. So pretty cool. And then if you are into this awesome drum game, Japanese drum game, which name escapes me, and this little dude is called Don something that my son really likes, you're getting a Nendoroid from it, and it looks wonderful. Pop-Up Parade is giving us the whole run of Kaiju number 8 figures, from the titular character and his alter ego to all of the rest of the gang, and they look very, very nice. I wonder if we're gonna get a Figma out of any of these. I would guess there's gotta be Figmas coming soon. I mean, they look like they're going all in here with at least these pop-up parades as well as Nendoroids, but oddly, no Kaiju number 8 Nendoroid. In their combinable robot line, the Gatai, we're getting a Great Bird, and that's pretty cool. I always like that one. And also a Bravern in the Motoroid line, as well as the Nendoroid line. I didn't realize there was a need to go all full in on this, and here is a color render of that, and it looks very nice indeed. It does transform, which is cool. That's pretty excellent. Moving away from GOODSMILE, but keeping it with Super Robots, Action Toys is doing a Groizer X, a very, very welcome addition to their line. This looks phenomenal. I always like this one. Also, from Action Toys, they're also doing a J. Decker Brave Police figure. This looks amazing. Always loved J. Decker. And actually, the last thing from WonderFest is the CCS Toys. Actually, it's not the last thing. CCS Toys Anima Evangelion. This is the prototype. It looks pretty cool. I already have a version of this. And then Tron Toys is doing a Mazin Kaiser, which looks badass. And there's no doubt about it. It is a model kit, though, so there is that. But that concludes the coverage from WonderFest. The biggest news not at WonderFest was the company that is doing the Crimson Typhoon LINGJIHUN Chinese company. They are doing a Gypsy Danger. We knew about this, but now we got all the official pics. Pre-orders starting to go up. This looks phenomenal. There's no doubt about it. It's got LEDs. It's going to cost you about $100, but still, how awesome is this Gypsy Danger? It might be the ultimate Gypsy Danger. And speaking of ultimate Gypsy Dangers, it will be, I believe, in that sort of Neca scale. So that's pretty cool if you want to keep things in scale there. And it comes with all kinds of things. You're going to want like the boat and like the little effects for his elbows, for rocket punches. This is just phenomenal. This is a must get. The Crimson Typhoon, probably going to get it. Not a high priority to get it, but I'm probably getting it. Though Gypsy is an absolute must get day one, if possible, because I love me some Gypsy. Back to X Plus, because they're doing a Cybot Godzilla 84, Return of Godzilla. What is Cybot? Well, there was an animatronic, a huge animatronic that they used in the filming of Godzilla 84, and their X Plus is doing one, and they're also coming with a Shokulas for you Rick collectors. In one of the more exciting pieces of news this week, 5K Toys showed off Fury Toys Sun Wukong, and that is the Monkey King. This looks like the coolest Monkey King figure to be produced yet. And, you know, I thought the one from Mythic Legions looked pretty good, but this, I don't know. This is pretty spectacular. You can also pre-order this at BBTS, but it's going to cost you a little more. So if you are going to pre-order this, I would go with 5K Toys, who I have, you know, purchased a few things from before, and they've been pretty good. But, man, there's two versions of this, a battle damage version and a regular version, and it also, there is an extra stand that you could get as well for it, should you please, a kind of diorama piece. So this is an excellent Monkey King all around for sure. Zoids from Kotobukiya has a really cool scorpion looking robot coming out, and it looks incredible. I think they're calling it a Gaiok, whatever it is really nice, and you can pre-order it at HLJ. Also pre-orderable at HLJ is the new Evolution Toy Vinyl Monster Series Dark Run from Mirror Man. That's right, a new line that's gonna scale with all their other figures, and that's pretty cool. So, you know, I guess they decided maybe the monsters are getting too expensive to make and they're not selling enough, and maybe some vinyls will do the trick, cheaper vinyls. Either way, it looks really nice. Speaking of looking really nice, the Neca Bride of Frankenstein with the chair, you know, that he's strapped into from the movie has been revealed, and it looks really cool. And speaking of Universal Monsters, the creature from the Black Lagoon from Mondo and Attack Peter looks to be dropping very soon. This image was shown and looks beautiful, so do stay tuned for more info on that. And speaking of staying tuned for more info, SHF teased some new Ultraman figures coming soon. Band Presto has a bunch of Godzilla -1 figures up for pre-order in various places. Just like the X Plus, you got a lit up one and a non-lit up one. I also talked about this already, but Godzilla Evolved, and they're more kind of D4 real line, as well as a Godzilla -1 in that line. Could pre-order them all at Entertainment Earth right now, as well as Funko's line of GXK figures with with Shimo, and Godzilla Evolved, a giant Godzilla Evolved, and a Kong with Beast Glove. Again, all of these are available to pre-order at Entertainment Earth. Super 7 had a couple of interesting pieces of things dropped this week, including their new Cliff Burton Ultimates figure, a brand new one based on an awesome piece of poster art where he's very superhero-esque, and it looks awesome. It looks really, really good, so that's a nice piece. And then Copper Kid from the Silverhawks is coming with his cool Space Rider. You are able to order them together or separately, which is cool. And if you do order them together from super7.com, you do get a pre-order bonus. Let's end off with a few pieces of news from Transformers, official Transformers. And they announced this week some comic-themed figures, a couple comic-themed figures, of course, you're seeing here. Shockwave with the comic colors looks really, really nice in a nice box with that pretty iconic cover. And it comes with this crazy Optimus head, and then we get a Grimlock. Comic Colors Grimlock is a classic look for Grimlock, and I'm glad they are redoing the Studio Series figure with that. He also comes with all the weapons for all of the other Dinobots from Studio Series, so if you want those, you're gonna have to get this. And lastly, congratulations to the HasLab team, the Hasbro Pulse Transformers team, because the Omega Prime has already funded, and it's well on its way to the first tier unlocking. So that is pretty awesome. Record time for a HasLab, a Transformers HasLab, so that is excellent. At the time of this recording, it's over 11K already, so that is pretty awesome. And there you go, guys. That is the Ultra Z in news. Hope you dug it. Let me know your thoughts on any of this stuff down below. And if you're new to the channel, why don't you go ahead and sub yourself for daily content and let me help you diversify your collection with all of this awesome stuff that we talked about today. Till next time, peace out, peeps.